Well, hello, Mama. Well, drive on, Mama. And Papa's too. Andrea TV here, coming to you on Wednesday, February 16th of 2022. We are about to start our day of Uber Eats and DoorDash pickups and driving. Time is currently 9:10 a.m. Just accepted our first order. It's a shop and pay for Safeway, 2 items only, going a total of 3.3 miles. And after rejecting multiple McDonald's offers for under $5, we accepted and we're on our correction. This was not a shop and pay. This was an order requested by the merchant. So I'm not sure what I'm getting, but we're gonna find out. Well, I'll be paying more attention. Shop and pay 2 items is much different than merchant requests 2 items. I laughed when she said, get a cart. I said, why? She said, because you guys 2 items is our guys 2 totes. Yeah, I'm delivering these groceries for $10. Time is now 9:39. I guess that wasn't that bad. It was a $10 tip. Base pay was $5.75. So we received $15.75 for that order. And now we are on our way to a more populated place to get more orders. That last Safeway reminds me of my best and worst Safeway experience with DoorDash. It was the week before Christmas, and I believe it said it was a merchant order, and it was going to pay $14.75 for going, I want to say 3.9 to 4 point something miles. I don't go, 5 or more. But it was picking up at the Safeway in Georgetown. And when I got there, that was the first time I was doing a pickup from the merchant and pay. Went in the store, had to wait for someone to come to customer service, only for them to tell me that for DoorDash, you have to go to the loading docks. Not regular parking, not a designated area for DoorDash, but where the big trucks load and unload all of their groceries. And then everything is sealed up and closed because it's cold, it's wintertime. They're not open, sitting at a counter like it's a Rita stand. So I finally find where I'm supposed to be, and they pull out a two push carts full of wine. I am delivering 6 cases of wine. Someone, I guess, was having a holiday party and they were stocking up. I don't have a push cart. So what ended up happening, I was not leaving that $14.75 because it was a super slow morning, and I know it could be a hidden tip, especially with all of that wine. That's a very expensive order. So I loaded them into my car, drove there, and I keep multiple hot bags. One Grubhub bag that you can actually put on your back because it has the long straps. Where is it? Still in the car with me now. So I used 2 of my regular black bags, the rectangular black bags, and my Grubhub bag, which is here. You see these? Once you open it up, it also was able to fit 2 cases of wine, and then I wore it on my back like a backpack. And the other 2 cases were in the black bags. And the man lived in a building where, of course, you have security and you have to go through doors. And I had to walk these 6 cases because I was not making 2 trips. I had to walk these 6 cases of wine through the hallway corridor, past the doors you have to be let in through security, show your ID. They have to call up and let them know you're coming. And delivered it, scanned his ID. Actually, it was my first one, and I don't even know if I scanned it. He showed it to me. The app didn't show me like on Uber where you have to scan it or put it in. So I said, okay, thank you. He was an older gentleman, so he wanted contactless delivery, and he just wanted me to hurry up and get out of his presence. Not in a mean way, but you can tell he was afraid, even though I had my mask on. So I finished dropping off the order, took them out. I asked him if he wanted me to carry them in because he was an elderly gentleman. He was like, no, he has it. And it ended up being $42.75 for less than an hour's work. So that's how it was both my best and my worst. So we are back on the avenue, just pulled up into McDonald's, accepted a $6.01 order, going a total of 2 miles. But that's 2 miles from where we were when we accepted it. When I accepted it, I was sitting in front of Bullfrog Bagels. Now, DoorDash had sent me a Bullfrog Bagels, but it was combined with a Robex smoothie. It was for $13.50, and it never showed the miles. Well, at least I already saw the town it was going to, so I knew it was going to be too many for me to drive. It was going from Upper Northwest DC, Bethesda area where we are now, to Tacoma Park, Silver Spring area. No, that is 20 minutes without traffic, and I don't want to stay over there because those are very low tip over and over and over and in a row. So we denied that $13.50 and we took the $6.01, but it's going to keep us in the area and we can see what we get. Okay, we got that order dropped off. Time is now 10:14 a.m. We had a late start, so we missed most of the breakfast rush. We are getting the stragglers now. So today may not be as profitable as yesterday, but we're going to do our best. Time is now 10:19 a.m. We just accepted a DoorDash for 2.3 miles in total for $6.25. We are about a mile away from Chick-fil-A at this point, and it is going to probably be a wait still, but the kids are in school, so 10:20 a.m. Hopefully we can be in and out of there within a few minutes, and the parking is available. Remember, I got a ticket there, today's Wednesday, on Monday, going to a Chick-fil-A. So yeah, I'm gonna be careful about the parking. Well, that's annoying. Time currently 10:43 a.m. Picked up the Chick-fil-A. Shockingly, they did have it ready. I just had to wait for them to service the 2 people that were in front of me. Get to the car to hit confirm pickup, and it times out. Go out, go back in, try it again, it times out. Shut down the phone, power it off, power it back on, and now the order is missing and it's telling me I can dash now. So I had to call support for them to do whatever they do in order to get the order back on my screen, and they confirmed the pickup for me, and now I'm on my way. I did, before I hit confirm pickup on my end like he asked, I did check that I was waiting for the order for whatever reason, because at that time the pickup was supposed to be 10:25, and here it is almost 15 minutes later. So we're on our way to the customer. Leave that door, should be easy. 10:45 a.m. and I kid you not, that is my customer's building that I'm dropping off at. This day is sold out. Time is currently 11:30 on the dot. It took that long for us to get an order that had any type of decent tip. We have just accepted a $6.01, going 0.7 miles, and hopefully it's okay. We got that Chick-fil-A dropped off, and we just accepted another one, $9 for a total of 3.9 miles. We're about a quarter of a mile from, I should say 3/4 of a mile from Chick-fil-A now, because that Chick-fil-A for Uber Eats was 3/4 of a mile. So we did take it because it is not going further into DC or to downtown DC. Is going towards the Bethesda area where there's more driving and less stopping. So we took it, and plus Bethesda has a lot of restaurants as well. We may possibly get an order down there. Okay, as we were walking into Chick-fil-A, we received an Uber Eats request, $7.01 for a total of 1.2 miles. But by the address, I can tell it's going to the college dorms. So that is literally 5 minutes from here. And then we can still get to Bethesda from that college dorm. It's like a main street leading to Bethesda also. So we have taken both, and as long as they're both ready within 5 minutes, we will keep both. So let's go. 11:59 a.m. we have both orders. Now let's see if we can deliver both on time. Okay, the first order we dropped off, it was to the college dorms. I knew that's where it was going, and that could be tricky because if it is a hand to me and you can only check delivered only once you hand it to them or wait the 8 minutes, but I called the customer a minute away. It went right to voicemail. I think they blocked the Uber Eats and DoorDash numbers on purpose, but within 30 seconds he did send a text on the app stating, "I'm coming right down." So it took him 2 minutes or so, but we are he's delivered with his, and DoorDash gave me 12:24 to deliver their customers' food. Trying to drive and talk, yeah, multitasking. So we are on our way. It's time or time is now 12:12 p.m. And of course, since I did the 1 mile Uber Eats first, I'm further away from the customer, but it's still leading to, like you see, much driving, little stops, not like the inner city. So we should be there before 12:24. Click confirm and back in the car to show you the clock to prove it. And we're driving. Time is now 12:23. We are dropped off, and it was a hidden tip. That's not always a guarantee, so I didn't mention it before, but usually if it is multiple items and it's going, well, the distance doesn't matter. The number of items matters, and what DoorDash shows you. So $9 is rather random, and I figured with 8 items it was going to be, so it turned out to be $11.75 instead of $9, and we are on our way to the closest restaurant. Time is now 12:26 p.m. Before we can get back close to restaurants, or right in front of them, we received a $6 Uber Eats going 1.4 miles in total. We are 0.8 miles from the delicatessen, and we are hoping to get a add-on as well, or something from DoorDash at a nearby restaurant to the delicatessen. If not, it's still good for the $6 for the 1.4. In the elevator at the second drop-off, received Uber Eats batched order, $14.14, going 1.7 miles, batched order. We're going next. 12:46 p.m. and we are going to Luke's Lobster for the first pickup. We have arrived at Luke's Lobster. Let's go get it. Time is now 12:55. The order is not ready yet, but we'll wait for it for $14 for a total of 1.7 miles. But Uber Eats doesn't show you the total like you can see in DoorDash. But someone ahead of me just ordered 2 lobster rolls and a lobster bisque, and it came to $87.92. Yeah, this is where we're picking up. Time is now 1:33 p.m. I don't know if that was the best decision to make, but we're going back to the time is now 1:54 p.m. We only had a few orders come through. All of them were low pay, high miles, or $5 and under. So we denied all of them, and we just took a $5.25 DoorDash going 1.4 miles. It's going to the college dorms. I've been there so much, I feel very comfortable with it now. And rather than sit here, we're gonna get this ride out. Okay, time is currently 2:27 p.m. We went to McDonald's for a bathroom break and a soda, and received an order, $6.26, going 1.9 miles, and we accepted it because nothing else is coming through worth taking. Literally, every order that's come in the last 20 minutes to a half hour has been under $5, and no. So we're gonna get this McDonald's. Time is now 2:45. And we are on our way back to the avenue to see if we can get 1 or 2 more in, possibly, before we have to pick up the youngest son. Today we're switching things up. So my daughter has a basketball game. Oh, am I going the wrong way? I sure am. Yeah, this driving and talking is not, it shouldn't be done. But my daughter has a basketball game at school. It's an away game. So he's going to go to the game, and I'm going to get my youngest son, and I'm going to bring the youngest son to him, and then those two will go home together. I will go back out driving until 7, time to get the oldest son, and then bring him home. So yeah, he gets out at 3:40, and it's 2:45, 2:46 now. So let's see what we can get. Time is now 3:01 p.m. on the dot, and we just accepted a DoorDash Bandit Taco, $6.75 for a total of 1.9 miles. We're about 2 blocks from Bandit Taco, 3 blocks, and it's 8 items. So that is a dinging in my head where it might be a hidden tip, because Uber Eats in my area, $6.75 is the starting point where they would hide the tips. $2.75 base pay, $4 tip. And then you most likely, for 8 items at a taco place, not Taco Bell, will have more of a tip. But we'll see. Even if it's not, I'm still getting my $2 per mile that I like to go with, and we're going. So before we can get into Bandit Taco, DoorDash sent an add-on, an additional $4.50, picking up from Soul Spice for an additional 0.7 miles. So that is where we'll be picking up next. So the Bandit Taco is in the car, and Soul Spice is across the street. And we have to cross this street. Hey there. Don't worry, I'm careful. Time is now 3:24 p.m. Just dropped off the first, actually it was the second customer because it was the add-on, but it's the Soul Spice order. I don't understand what people are thinking when they place orders to government buildings where it's behind locked
at the roundabout
with arms and armed guards, and you just put leave at my door. Leave at my door. Leave at your door. Your door is behind men with guns. Please let me know that. Anyways, I couldn't go to the building. I had to show my license and pull into the parking lot, call her, and she said, oh, I'm sending somebody down. It's going to take them 3 minutes to walk through the compound. You'll see a guy with a puffy coat. And do you know what the whopping tip on that one was? That was the $4.50 one. So it's $2 base pay. So when you get an add-on, they reduce your base pay. It's not the $2.75 that it is for your first order. And then she tipped $2.50. Knowing it's going to be some time and knowing she's not leaving clear instructions, it was $2.50. Yeah, gig life. So I am at my second customer's drop off, and people want to sleep on the money you can make driving for Uber Eats and DoorDash. Do you see this car? He's gone already because he just walked in. Nope, he's right there taking a picture. This is the Uber Eats driver who dropped it off. This is a dorm drop off, so I don't know if it'll be a hidden tip. Awkward. My customer was right at the elevator about to come down because a lot of drivers don't come up to the apartment, and he might have heard what I said. But let's see if he gives us a hidden tip. Before I do, this is what the other dasher left. So it was a small one. Instead of $6.75, it turned out to be $7.25. He tipped $4.50. Very grateful. And now it's 3:32 p.m. and we're going to get the little bit. So we are back. Son is with dad and daughter, and we are out until it's time to pick up oldest son. 4:48 p.m. currently. We arrived back down on the avenue about 4:35, and the phone wasn't acting right. Shout out to AT&T's network. Shut it off, turn it back on. A bunch of low, no-tip orders for, the last 10, 15 minutes. So we accepted a $5.75 on DoorDash, picking up at Popeyes. We are sitting on the corner of Chipotle and Popeyes, going 0.9 miles. So we're going to start the evening off. Now we are in Popeyes making our drink for our customer. We just accepted a Nando's Peri Peri on Uber Eats, $8.35 for 2.0 miles in total. Tetris time. Yeah, I always like to show or to help people, and when you try to multi-app, it is important to pick wise or make wise decisions. Now, Popeye is right next to Chipotle. You might be able to see their orange sign right there, and then the 7-Eleven. And Nando's Peri Peri is across the street on this block. I don't know if you can see the sign yet, but if you multi-app in the city, parking and traffic is your biggest time killer. So I only take orders that are either at the same restaurant or very close to each other, or it's on the way to one of the locations, and I know that it's going to be an easy, fast pickup. When you don't take the time to learn the restaurants and the neighborhood, then you can end up with contract violations like the one I got the other week. So we're at Nando's and we're going in. 4:54 p.m. Nando's had it ready. Have not clicked confirm pickup on DoorDash yet. Will once I'm in the car and buckle. Okay, so I'm in the car. I hit confirm request before I pulled off, and DoorDash is giving me to 5:07 to deliver the person's food, and the Apple/Google Maps estimates that it takes 4 minutes to get there. So they give you a couple of minutes to play with, but I learned the hard way. You don't hit confirm until you actually are ready to pull off, because every minute counts, and they do know it's rush hour traffic, and with apartments, sometimes if it's an apartment, you have to park, go upstairs, sign in, get buzzed in, the customer has to come down. So they give you a few minutes to play with, and it is the 11-minute mark on a pickup or a drop-off. After 11 minutes, that is when you are considered late, so you want to stay within that. Time is now 5:04, and it did turn out to be an apartment. Time is now 5:05 p.m. We did drop off, and now I have paused my DoorDash because I know I'm at least 2 miles away from the Uber Eats drop-off, and Uber Eats is still showing start delivery. I did not press start delivery yet on that one either. Yeah, I used to believe that on Uber Eats, the customer wasn't able to see you until you picked up the order, but I know now that is not correct, because I have had more than one time where immediately after I accepted the order, the person commented or asked me something. Plus, one time I was finishing up a DoorDash CVS Shop and Pay, and the person said, if you're not going to pick up the order, cancel it already. So I canceled it for them. So they can see it as soon as you accept it. And you do run the risk of them seeing and watching you finish up your first order before you deliver theirs. Some customers are cool with it, some are not. It's all risk taking. You're an independent contractor. As long as you don't violate their contract rules, then you have to make the best decisions for you, your family, and your company. Okay, I'm driving. I hit start delivery, and the Uber Eats customer is 10 minutes away, and
Red light, camera ahead.
we should be there rather shortly. Well, time is now 5:17 p.m. and we have been trying to cross this light. This is our third red we're sitting at. 5:17. When I first put in the customer's address for the Uber Eats Nando's drop-off, it said our arrival time was going to be 5:17. So yeah, this was not a good decision. The last few days when I was making more money during this time, I didn't stay on the avenue. I went to the little local spots that I know people are going to order, and they are good tippers, and they live in houses, because these would be the shops that you walk to on a weekend, or when you want to go somewhere nice and not far away and not everybody knows it. I should have done that instead of come back to the avenue, because 2 miles from one of those little shops is much different from 2 miles from Nando's Peri Peri. Lesson learned. And I had almost forgot to put the little sticker on. I have stickers that I ordered from Amazon. You most likely are not going to be able to read that, but the link will be below, because I am an affiliate for everything that allows me to be an affiliate for it, and I use it. These little stickers say, thank you for your order. I appreciate you. Your delivery driver, Andrea. And on Uber Eats, they have the ability to change their tip up to 1 hour after the delivery. And what I have found, it doesn't work on every single delivery, but at least 1 out of 10, a person who knows the value of tipping and appreciates your service and tips you well, and you chose that order because they did tip you well, can be even more generous when you let them know you appreciate them. It works. So this person is an Uber Eats drop-off, Nando's Peri Peri, and I believe it was $8.35, which is a generous tip because they're getting like one item, one dinner for one person. So $8.35 when the base pay is like $2 and change is generous, and I believe it may be a 2x right now, so that would bring it up to like $4 and change. But still, they gave for one item. So I'm gonna give this to them because I know that they can increase it if they want to, and 1 out of 10 do. During the holidays, 3 out of 10 do. So get yourself some stickers. I don't use it on DoorDash anymore because do you know that you can't just add a tip to DoorDash on the app? You would have to call support and let them know why you want to change the tip, and it's like an interrogation. Well, that's how I take it. So yeah, I only do it on Uber Eats. Sorry, DoorDash people. Coming back to you again, it's 5:20. We are still inching our way to the customer's home, and that is not true. I'm not doing it yet for DoorDash because I ordered some more. Andrea, who's Andrea? Now, Andrea TV is the name I've been going by for years. And if they are curious, I would want them to look me up, either on YouTube, on my website that I'm going to restart. So once I get the new stickers that say Andrea TV, everybody gets a sticker. Everybody has a chance to buy something from me as an affiliate, or to reach out to me for real estate referrals, or for life insurance, or car insurance. I'm getting into it all. Time is now 5:20. Okay, that took way longer than I anticipated or thought it would take. So I will know from now on, don't go back to the avenue. I thought it wouldn't make much of a difference, but it does, because even coming off this local street, trying to turn back onto a main street, I am fighting with rush hour traffic on, one lane on a local street because it's leading to a main street. You gotta make wise decisions. Don't do what I do. And we're off.
In half a mile, turn left onto Nebraska Avenue Northwest.
To make up for the time I wasted, I am going to go to one of the local spots that I know they tip well and see if I can get one of those banger orders. Time is now 5:54 p.m., so that didn't work. Went to a spot where it is very local, and one pizzeria is on that block for Uber Eats, and I have gotten many orders that were starting off in the teens, and some went up thanks to the little sticker or just because they wanted to. And a seafood spot on the same block, which only uses DoorDash, where I've gotten many orders where almost every order from that restaurant has a hidden tip, except for if you're ordering during lunch hours during the week. You'll get some low tip or no tip, not even no tip, low tip orders, like $4.75 and up. So during the week, it's going to vary, and you never know. It depends on the number of requests coming in. And I'm not the only person that knows about that. The person in front of me, and I can tell now by the car and the situation if it's an Uber Eats or DoorDash driver. It was someone in front of me in his Toyota Camry scrolling through Instagram, parked. And that is a good indication that they are waiting for an order. So he was there when I got there, and I decided to pull off and go get some money before it's time to go get my son, and he was still sitting there scrolling on Instagram. If something's not working, you got to move. Now, on the weekend, that wouldn't be a problem, because even if he was sitting there, he would have gotten an order so quick that once he left from in front of me, I would pull up and be in his spot and be closer to the restaurant. Even if you don't have all of your the top dasher and things of that nature, if you are the closest person to a restaurant that can get the order to the customer on time, DoorDash will send you that order. Just so you know. Time is now 6:04 p.m. Just accepted a Bandit taco, $6.75 for 1.9 miles. But we really are hoping to get an add-on from one of the restaurants within walking distance. Did deny 2 orders. One was for, I believe, $8 for 2.1 miles, but it was going deep into the city, and you saw how the other 2 miles went. And the other one was for 3.5 miles, and it was for like $9. So I don't know if it would have had a hidden tip or not, but 3.5 miles away, it wasn't enough for that. So we're going to Bandit Taco and hoping to get an extra.
And there's always a chance of a hidden tip. It was 5 items, even though one of those items was chips and another one was yucca, fried yucca. So we'll see. We're back at Bandit.
Okay, time is now 6:19. We are back in the car, and it was a hidden tip, and there is no peak pay going on. So it's $2.75 base pay, and they did tip $6, so it's actually $8.75. Let's see if we can get one more in before it's time to go get the oldest. Time is now 6:40. Did receive multiple orders, all going too far away for me to get back to the area by 7 o'clock. So we have not taken any more orders. 2 mile, $8.35 order we should not have taken. Lesson learned. I will come back with the totals for today, and after this we will be staying home for the night, because if this is any indication, it will be more of the same later on also. I learned from previous experiences. So I'll come back with our totals, and we'll get back out early and at it. Andrea TV here from DriveOnMama.com, coming to give my totals for Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. Today I had a late start. It is late start Wednesday for my boys' school, and I started about 9:05, logging in not next to any grocery or restaurants or things of that nature. So for today on Uber Eats, we were active almost the whole time, and we made $55.37, 9 trips. Not good, not terrible, but not good. And that is why I believe you have to multi-app if you want to make any type of decent living income money if you're doing this full time. So DoorDash, it was $65.25 for the day. And the only time we turned off the apps is if we had a double on one, or if it was going 2 miles or more. So $65.25 and $55.37 comes to $118.62, I believe. Calculator, help me out. Well, while it's calculating, I'm getting a new phone. I believe that part of it is my reception, and I'm not receiving the orders, because when I drove off from that last video, I got the ding, but then it said no service. But we made $118.62 for today, and like and subscribe for more. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and DriveOnMama.com.